Alrighty, we're going to try this again. And because of that, I'm going to change the background because we're doing something different because everything has to work together in unison. And once you find something you really, really like, for me, that's Replay Baseball computer program where I can easily input things. I'm not going to switch and do something else. So I'm going to play a season that I can play on there. And so we're going to play 2006 season St. Louis Cardinals at Philadelphia. I might play every single game of the season, but we'll see how that goes. I'm interested in playing like all the different games and all the different teams, not just the Cardinals. Let's see how everything looks on the old camera for a change. On the old camera. Lovely. Alright, so we got our John Lieber. We have this. We have our scoreboard up there for you guys. We got our background that shows Cardinals and the Phillies. And, yeah, I think we're good to go. So, I wonder, yeah, I could get you guys, the lineups. Why not? I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. All right. Put those maybe up there, down here in the corner. Move this up a little bit like that. All right. Your starter lineups for your Cardinals are David Eckstein at shortstop, Juan Encarnacion in right field, Albert Pujols at first base, Jim Emmons in center field, Scott Rowland at third base, Sho Tagachu in left field, Yadier Molina at catching, Aaron Miles is at second base, and Chris Carpenter, your pitcher today. Give them all a round of applause. Wonderful. The Phillies are Jimmy Rollins at short, Abraham Nunez at third base, Bobby Abreu in right, Chase Utley at second, Pat Burleson in left field, Ryan Howard at first base, Aaron Rowland in center field, Mike Lieberthal is the catcher, and the pitcher today, John Lieber, the right-hander. So as we always do in Fall Classic, I'm probably going to say inside pitch. I'm probably going to say Stratomatic a lot. Is you got to find out if the catcher or the pitcher's having, if he's hot, if he's normal, or if he's cold, or good, bad, or good, normal, or bad, however you want to think of it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to roll a 20-sided dice, and it's going to tell us what the pitcher is. He's a 16. That means he's cold. He's not on his A game. So when we look at the pitcher stuff, we're going to look at the pitcher column C. All right, here we go. David Eckstein leading things off for the Cardinals here in 2006 here in Philadelphia at the Vet. David Eckstein. And we read that 1-1. That's his 1-16 single, and that is a single. Look at that. Lovely. We start the game off with a single. Boom. Next, Juan Encarnacion. Obviously, you read these red and then white for the Cardinals colors. And see if I can go back to the chat. All right, here we go. Juan Encarnacion. Phoenix Knight, how you doing, buddy? Here we go. Juan Encarnacion. He rolls a 44, and that's going to be a single. We're going to have to look at the card here to see what happens with the single. It's hit to center field to go from first to third. Fast advances. Other can risk. And our David Erskine is a average, so he won't automatically go. We could risk it, but I don't see any reason with back-to-back singles to start the season off. We might as well just relax and chill out and have a good time and move on. Albert Pujols ended up solo tonight at social game night at the local gaming store. So finishing learning the bomber cycle in skies above Britain. Nice. Albert Pujols. 2 on, nobody out. And John Lieber not having his best outing here to start the season. And that is a 42. Blank on Albert, so 42 over here will be an out. We're going to look at what the out is. He is a right-hander. It's going to be ground out to short. We have runners at first and second. So runners advance. S runner out at second. So Encarnacion is average. So 1 and 2 runners advance. Slow runner would be out, but he's not slow. So fortunately, it's going to be just a 6-3 putouts for Albert, and he will be out. And no sense in putting this down there, dummy. He's not a player card. All right. So 1 out. Runners move up. And it brings up Jim Emmons. Lefty against the right-hander. And they're gonna play. They're gonna play in. Defense is gonna play in. Might as well play in. Let's play in. 35 blank. 35 is gonna be an out. What kind of out is it gonna be? It is gonna be a ground out to third base. Ground out. All right. He could try to advance, but they would have to run with risk. And Nunez at third base. Let's see what Nunez's arm rating is here. I need to print out our defensive sheets here. So at third base, he actually has a weak arm at third base. So I could risk it. So weak arm throws, runner out on a 1, 2-6. He's safe. We're going to send him home. Now you can just choose to take the out at first or try to get him out. And I think on a 1 and 6 is the only chance to get him out. We'll take the out at first, I think. And let everyone else move up. So, all right. So that was Emmons. So now it's Scotty Rowland. Scott Rowland. Rolling. Keep things rolling. 1-0 Cardinals here in the top of the first. Scotty Rowland rolls a 64. That'll be an out. And it's going to be a ball line into right field for the third out. So the Cardinals get a couple hits. And now it's Chris Carpenter time. Chris Carpenter. Let's see what kind of day Chris is going to have. And he rolls a 2, so he's having a hot day. He's hot. Chris Carpenter against Jimmy Rollins. Chris Carpenter versus Jimmy Rollins. Oh. And I missed. I can't believe I even missed it. Wow. All right, Jimmy Rollins. Let's try that again. 46 is a ballpark of 15. Where is your ballpark? Here it is. 15 is going to be a foul out. Jimmy Rollins is going to be a lefty today. So lefty is going to foul out to third base. So we'll call it a foul out to third. One away. And next up is Abraham Nunez. 61 is, say, right 3 called. He didn't swing at that breaker. Get your surfboard. You might as well. There's a breaker out there. Bobby Abreu now with 2 away. 64, and that's going to be a ground out. It's going to be a ground out to shortstop. As you can see, I'm obviously using the fast action deck if you're not sure what I'm doing here. And that is going to do it for the top or bottom of the first. Let's go to the top of the second. That's where we're going. Top of the second. John Lieber against So Taguchi. So Taguchi. You're so Taguchi. You know what I mean? So Taguchi. And it bounces right out. Wow. Come on now. Let's get a better roll. 33 is a single, and he's going to try to steal seconds. His steal is a 16. The catcher today is Lieberthal. Let's see if Lieberthal has got an arm rating here. And Mike is average, so no adjustments. So Taguchi stealing is a 1-16. And he's in there. Safe. Stolen base. Safe stolen base as he steals second. Taguchi. And now it's Yadier Molina. Yanni time. 16 is an out. And fortunately, it would have been a double play, but there is no double play opportunity. So it's a ground out to second. Runner at second will move to third on the ground out. 4-3 on the put out. Gotti does his job and advances the runner now. The defense is going to have to play in for Aaron Miles. Aaron got a 12. That'll be an out. That's going to be a deep fly ball. It's hit out to center field. We can run with the risk. Again, the risk. What is rolling? We need to find out what Rowan's. Aaron Rowan in center field is a average arm. It would be a 1-2-3 to send him home. He would be safe. I'm sorry, 1-2-3 would be out. 4-5-6 he would be safe. 50-50 chance to send home Taguchi. I don't think at this point in the game I'm willing to risk it. So we'll just take the out. Fly ball to center. Bummer. And that brings... Oh, you know what? That's right. The pitcher spot is now up. Which is... Chris Carpenter. He's not the worst batter in the world, by the way. We shall see. If I were to remember the pitcher was coming up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to undo it because the pitcher's due up. So you got to risk. I mean, if you're going to risk something, let's undo that last one. There we go. So we are going to send the runner home. We might as well. With the pitcher coming up, not much of a chance he's going to bat him in. But so 1-2-3's. 1-2-3 he is. Let me get the numbers. 1-2-3 he is out. 4-5-6 he is safe. And it helps if you throw it inside the tray. He's safe! Taguchi comes home on the sacrifice fly. So sacrifice hit. It's going fly ball center field. Except for nobody came home. So let's try that again. It was a fly ball center field to catcher. He was home safe. There we go. All right. Now Chris Carpenter can come up and nobody's on base, so now it doesn't matter if he strikes out. 65, he actually gets a out result. So the out is going to be a fly ball to right. And, well, that's going to do it. But the Cardinals kick up another run. And then we will go to the bottom of the second. Chris Carpenter against Chase Utley. Thank you, Philip. All right, we got a 54. We go to the 54 chart. Oh, boy. The 54 chart, which is on the back of the player card here. Bases are empty. We're looking for the next wild. Okay, so it is. Ball hit the left field. Roll for an error against the left fielder. If it's an error, you go to the exotic chart. Otherwise, it's a flyout. So Taguchi out there in left field. Taguchi, where are you, my friend? Left field. Error, he's a 3. So 1, 2, 3, it'll be an error. Anything else, he'll make the catch. He'll make the catch. Get out of here. It's a good catch. So Chase Utley, you're out of there. Pat Burrell. Pat Burrell coming up. 62 is a strikeout on Carpenter's card. Lovely. And that brings up Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard. 41 is an out. And that's a ground out to short. 6-3 on the put out. If you're scoring at home, and why wouldn't you be scoring? Why would you not want to score this game at home? John Lieber coming back out for the third inning. He'll be facing off against the top of the lineup. David Eckstein. Can you bring up a team schedule? Yeah, I can bring up a team schedule. I can do whatever I want. All right, let's see what happens. David Eckstein. 22 is going to be a single, and then he's going to steal. Single. And his steal is only 11, though. 1-11, he's in there. He got it. Oh, just barely squeaked it in there. That was a close one, boys. He's on second base. Now, I do the auto steal. So anytime there's a little plus symbol on there, that means they try to steal. Juan Encarnacion. He gets a 12 out. It's a ground out to second. He'll move the runner up, and the Cardinals playing small ball again. And it's Albert Pujols. 1 out, a runner at third. Defense will play in again. Albert, 56. 56 is a strikeout on John Lieber. So Lieber is going to get the strikeout of Pujols. That'll bring up Jim Emmons. Top of 3. Runner third and 2-away. 2-2 is going to be a walk, so ball 4 was called. And now it's Scott Rowland. He needs to keep things rolling for the Cardinals. Uh-oh, he might have done it. It's a 1-14 home run. He cracked the bat. It is carrying. It is going. It is going. It is gone. A 3-run home run for Scott Rowland. And he keeps things rolling for the Cardinals here as they have jumped out to a 5-0 lead on John Lieber. 5-0. It's home run time. Phil Reynolds called that one. And now So Taguchi with 2 outs. He rolls a 46. It's going to be a park check. Park check of 18 is going to be single. And he's going to try to Roland in center field. 1, 2, or 3. He's going to throw him out as Taguchi tries to stretch that single into a double. 1, 2, or 3. He's out. And he's safe on the double. So Taguchi's on the board as he stretches it. Little bobble out there by Rowan gave him a little bit of a chance. And now Yanni or Molina with 2 outs. Yanni, 21, and that'll be an out, and that's going to end the inning. It's a fly ball to left. But the Cardinals pick up 3 runs and a couple hits. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Chris Carpenter will come back out for your Cardinals. And speaking of rolling, he is up. And 24, he's hit by the pitch. Wow, 24 is a hit by a pitch. That brings up Mike Lieberthal. Mike Lieberthal, 45, is a ground out. And it's ground out to the pitcher. Runner at first advances, fortunately for him. So it's going to be a 1-3 put out. And that brings up the pitcher spot. John Lieber. Do we leave Lieber in is the question. Do we leave the Lieber in? I think. He's going to try and sacrifice. So first on a sacrifice, you roll your sacrifice number or less to get it in play, which he does. And now you roll your sacrifice again, and he doesn't. So he gets it into play, but they get the lead runner out on a great defensive play. We're going to call it 2-5 on the putout. So Lieber, not only pitching badly, puts down a bad bunt and gets his man out at third. He was only out on his 6th, too, so good thing the dice are with us tonight. It's Jimmy Rollins with 2 away, and the Phillies still looking for their first hit. 53, and we're going to have a defensive check, which is going to be a 53 is going to be against the shortstop. Shortstop is Eckstein. Let's find out. Everyone get to the kitchen. It's a range play. Eckstein, where are you, Mr. Eckstein man? And your range is a 10. So 1 to 10, he makes it. Otherwise, it's going to be a base hit. Oh, hey, come here, dice. 2, he's out. Or he gets to it, so it's a 4-3 put out. And this side is retired. 4-3. There you go. Boom. So Rollins is out of there. Everything going smoothly well right now, which is a little freaky. Never goes this well. All right. So Aaron Miles coming out to face off against Lieber here in the top of the 4th inning. Cardinals up 5-0. 1-1 is an out, and it's going to be a fly out center field. And it brings up the pitcher, Chris Carpenter. He actually rolls a 6-6 or a 5-5. He's got a chance for a hit. That is not a hit. That is a 12. That is a strikeout, actually, so I don't need to pull a card. But we got through the pitcher's spot here in the 4th inning, and that brings up David Eckstein. And we got a loose dice here once again. And we got dice falling everywhere. 36 is going to be a base hit, single by Eckstein. That brings up Juan Encarnacion. 1 on, 2 away, top of the 4th. That is a 46. It's a ballpark in his 6. He is a right-hander. And foul ball, roll again. I'm going to put this out here. Where? Here? So you can see it? There we go. No, because then it'll get all messed up in there. That's fine. Yeah, that's all right. All right. And Encarnacion is, what happened to him? He, can't remember what we rolled. What the hell did we roll? Must have been an out. I don't remember what the hell I rolled, though. What did I roll? Well, the last card I have is a fly out to center field, so I guess that's the one we should have give him is a fly out to center. Okay. No, that's it. So that is it. That is it. That is it. Don't get over obnoxious. All right. Chris Carpenter coming back out against Nunez, who has Nunez amounts of hits. Abraham, he got a 45, and that's an out. It's ground out. He's going to be lefty. Ground out to first. 3 unassisted, we'll call it. Bobby Abreu. 52, we're going to have an error check. This one is going to be on the third baseman, Scotty Rowland. And I need to definitely print out my defensive sheet so I don't need to look at the cards. It is going to be an error of 5. So 1 to 5, he will have an error. It's a 4. What kind of error was it? 1 base error. So I was wait a minute. I think I looked at the wrong. It would have been I looked at Roland for some reason, but it's not. Well, all right. We'll call it an error on Roland, but I don't believe. Oh wait, it was a third base error. I'm sorry, and it's a 2 base error actually. That's right. The card I put it there for. So it's actually it's not a 2 base error, 2 base advance by the base runners, but it's a. So it's not going to matter. There's nobody on. So it's just an E5, okay? Everyone relax. All right. Bobby Abreu. No. Undo that. Oh, wait a minute. Was that Abreu that should have been up then? Wait a minute. Undo. Nunez. What did Nunez do? I am lost and confused at the same time. I thought it was Nunez that just had the error check, which I thought it was, but according to my replay, it was not him that was up, it was Abreu. So we'll give the E5. We'll give the E5 there, okay? So Abreu is aboard. That brings up Chase Utley. Okay, I'm confused. I don't know what is going on here. Roll again in this card. Yeah, I probably should, but I don't want to screw him out of an E5. So Chase Utley, 54. We're going to the 50. Oh boy, 54 charts are usually not good. All right, men on base. Refer to the catcher's range rating. And Yadier Molina, what is your Yadier Molina range? A catcher is an N. So it's ball 4 because we're on the road. So it's a ball 4. Ball 4 is as Molina doesn't get the call on the road. If we were at home, he would get the call and it'd be a strikeout. Anywho's, it's a walk and 2 man aboard now for Pat Burrell, 1 away, and the Phillies putting a little bit of action together here. 35 will be an out. Let's get a double play, boys. He is a right-hander. With runners at first and second. It's a fielder's choice 5-4 at second. Eckstein to Miles to Utley, but not in time. Runners at the corners now with 2 away for Ryan Howard. Defense back in normal, looking for that ground ball out. 31 is going to be a base hit single. Oh, he's going to score the run. And can the runner from first move up? Pat Burrell is average. He will move up to third. So runners at the corners, and the run comes in on Howard's single. And that brings up Roland. And the Phillies are on the board with their first hit here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Aaron Roland, 51. We're going to look at another pitcher error. Chris Carpenter, error of 0. Carpenter's not going to make an error. He's going to toss it over to first, and that's going to retire this side. But the Phillies score. And it's a 5-1 ball game. And that brings out John Lieber against Albert Pujols here in 2006, something like that. Do I have the wrong? No, I have the right season. Okay. I thought I loaded the wrong season. I was thinking 2008, but it is 2006. Holy cow. What's going on? Albert Pujols, 65 pitch. Uh-oh. It's going to be a pitcher check. First thing we got to do is check for a strikeout. 1 or 2. It's a 3. No strikeout. So Albert gets a home run check, and that is a 1-19. No adjustment by Albert. 1-19, and it's gone. And guess what? It's gone. Hit will. It's carrying. It's going. It's out of here. Albert Pujols with the solo home run, his first of the season. And that looks like it's going to be it for your buddy, Mr. John Lieber. So, let's see who the Phillies are going to bring in. They're going to bring in. What? All right. Okay, well. Looks like it's going to be Aaron Flutz. Let's see what kind of day Mr. Flutz is going to have. That is a 14. He's going to have a normal average day. Mr. Flutz, the lefty's coming in to face off against Jim Emmons, the left-hander. So we got a lefty-lefty matchup coming up. Oops, I got to actually make the change in the computer game. Flutz in. Flutzy is in. Aaron Flutz against Jim Emmons, lefty-lefty matchup. 64, and that will be an out. Fly out to center field. Hits it high, but not deep, and for the out. So one away here in the top of the fifth. Scott rolling. Rolling. Keep on rolling. 65, another home run check. 1-4, it's a strikeout. It is not a strikeout. 1-5 on the home run, no adjustment. 1-5, Scott Rowland got a hold of one. And no, he did not. It is just going to be a fly ball to center field. Damn. So Taguchi is up with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Aaron Flutz has come in and flustered the Cardinals. Against the lefty, that's a single. And he is a lefty, so that is going to be a base hit. Single by the Flutz. Off of Flutz. A 2-out single, and Yadier Molina up. 2-out single. 56. He strikes him out, and that's going to do it. So Yadi swinging and missing. And that'll do it for the Cardinals. And Chris Carpenter will come back out here in the bottom of the fifth. Mike Lieberthal. Let's check your out-of-town scoreboard. Let's check your out-of-town scoreboard while we're halfway through this one. Here we go. So Tampa Bay is beating Baltimore 1-0. Detroit 6-4 over Kansas City. New York 4-2 over Oakland. Angels 4, Seattle 2. Texas and Boston tied up at 4 apiece. Cincinnati's beating Chicago 2-1. Arizona 3-1 over Colorado. Houston 3-2 over Florida. No score out in Los Angeles. Milwaukee 1-0 over Pittsburgh. The Mets 6-0 over Washington. And San Francisco losing to San Diego 5-1 here as we get to our fifth inning action here. Halfway through this one. Chris Carpenter against Mike Lieberthal. That's a 15. He is out of there. That's a line out right at the pitcher. A liner at the pitcher. Carpenter was fortunate to not be injured after that one. Whew, that would be terrible. And now it is actually, let's see if Mr. Flutz has a card. Probably not now that I think about it. No. So we're just going to use John Lieber's card just because it'll make things a little bit easier for me. And I'm all about making things easy for me. He strikes out. All right. 2A for Jimmy Rollins. Jimmy Rollins, 2A, bottom of 5. 62. He strikes him out. So Carpenter throwing some darts out there. Carpenter throwing some darts, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. And we're going to the top of the 6th inning. Top of 6. And it is going to be... That is not it, actually. Hold up, everyone. Hold up. There's only 2 outs. We lost track how many outs there was. Holy cow. Chris Carpenter has still got another out to get. No, I forgot to put it in the system, didn't I? Yes, I did. There is 3 outs. He forgot to strike out the third guy. There we go. Now there's 3 outs. There we go. Flutz comes back out to take on Aaron Miles, who's miles ahead of him. I am just full of quotes today, aren't I? I tell you. If I switch back to the screen, you can probably see even better. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. All right, so you didn't miss much action other than some scores and me fussing around with cards. Aaron Miles 35 single off of Flutzer's card. Chris Carpenter, he's going to sacrifice. He is a 5. 1 to 5, he gets it in play, which he does. 1 to 5, it's a good sacrifice. He sacrifice. Sacrifice hit. We'll go, doesn't matter. 1-3 is fine. All right. So that brings up Eckstein. David Eckstein here. Runner second, 1 out, top of the 6th. Cardinals up 6-1. 15, that'll be an out, and it is a right-hander. Ground out to third. Runner will hold. So, ground out. 5-3. Hold. Okay. So, Eckstein hits it to the wrong side there, dummy. And now it's Juan Encarnacion. 2-way. 64. No, not right now. 64 is an out. And that is a ground out to shortstop. 5. We'll just go 6-3. And that's going to do it for the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Chris Carpenter still going. Go, go, go. Let's see if he can get through a couple more innings. Abraham Nunez, bottom of 6. Has a 12. He's out. That is a high popper into right field. Edward Encarnacion will wait on it. He will make the catch. That brings up Bobby Abreu. Bobby, 33. He's going to get a 1-3 single, and that is a walk. That is a walk for Abreu. That brings up Chase Utley. And we're going to have a defensive check. It's going to be a shortstop error check on Eckstein. Eckstein, where are your cards? Here we are. And Eckstein is a error of 2. So 1 or 2, it'll be a error, and it's not. And he rolls an even number, which means that he can get the double play on the defense. So it's going to be 6-4-3 double play. And that's going to do it. Chris Carpenter, done again. A nice quick inning. And the Flutzer's going to be done. The Mr. Flutz is done. Let's see who else we have to bring in. And it's going to be Golf Geary. Golf Geary. It's going to come in. Let's see what kind of day Mr. Golf is going to have. 11, he's going to be just a normal day as well. All right, so he's going to have a normal day against Albert. Let's see what that is going to do. Root for the home team. We're not at that point yet. Oop, I got to make the change in the program again. It is, who is this we brought in? Geary. All right, Geary is in. The Golf Geary against Albert Pujols. Top of 7, 6-1 is your score. Oops, and I can't make it in the hole. And still can't make it in the hole. All right, one more time. Congratulations, you finally did it. That's an out for Albert. It's ground out hit hard at Utley. Utley backhand stab and gets it in time. Jim Edmonds. 62 for Edmonds. That is an out. And that is a fly out to left field. And that brings up Scott Rowland with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. And then it will be stretch time. That's a 15. That will be an out. And it's ground out to short. So a quick 1-2-3 inning by Mr. Gary. Golf Gary. And the Phillies, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, is being played over the loudspeaker. Take me out to the ball game. Come on, Phil, says Sam. Let's go, he says. All right, Paparell, Chris Carpenter. He's working on a one-hitter all the way through 6 so far. Paparell, and he's going to 1-8 single. He's going to get the second hit. The second hit for the Phillies. And now it's up to Ryan Howard to get things going for the Phillies. 36 PX. I can't remember what the PX stands for. Let me pull up the rule book real quick here. I think I had the rule book somewhere. That's not what I wanted. Damn it. Okay, I found the rule book. Now I just have to find where it's a P and an X. Wonder if, can I search this document? Let's see if I can. Can I search it? Like if I could do a search, that would be awesome. Okay, yeah, go away. No. Oh, wait, here. All right. So if I just do a search for the word PX. Oop. Just one X. There you go. All right, PX. The readings. All right, so with the batter having a PX, the reading still goes to the pitcher card. But if the result is a ground out, then it's an automatic double play if there's a runner in first. Okay. So the reading 3-6 goes to the pitcher card. If it's still an out, which it would be a double play. Got it. Okay. Now we know. We will get a double play out of it. Because we go to Chris Carpenter. 36 is an out. 36 is going to be a ground out PX. I'm assuming that goes to the pitcher then. So we'll call that a 1-6-3. Let's go 1-6. Yeah, let's go 1-6-3. Why not? So 2 outs for the Phillies, and Sam is not happy with me at this point, and now it's Aaron Rowland. Hey, I just read them. I don't. 13. It's an out. Fly out to center. Fly out to center field. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. Carpenter through 7. We go to the 8th. Goff, Gary back out against So Taguchi. You're So Taguchi. Yeah, it's not my fault. It's the game's fault. I know. 42 is an out. He's a right-hander, so it's a ground ball. Hit hard to Rollins. Rollins will make the play. Yadier Molina. 34. He'll get a base hit single. Aaron Miles. 26, and that's just a base hit. Just a fat old base hit now. Can Molina go first to third? Yes, he can. Molina goes first to third as he sees that all the way. And now with the pitcher spot due up, runners at the corners. I think. Are we going to pull Carpenter? Runners at the corners with one out, huh? Do we pull Carpenter? Yeah, I think we're going to pull Carpenter. We're going to pull him. We're going to pull the plug on him. He's not going to be very happy, but he'll get over it. Let's see who we got in the pen. Anyone that can hit a ball? Anyone that can hit a ball? Not really. Oof. We do have John Rodriguez, who's a left-hander. Bats 301. Yeah. All right. We'll bring the lefty in, John Rodriguez, to pinch hit. To face the left-hander, Golf Gary. So, John Rodriguez comes in. Here we go. Boom. And it is, it's a 22, and he walked him. 22, he walks him, and the bases are loaded with Cardinals, and that's going to be it for Golf Gary. Right. So that's going to be it for Golf Gary. Golf is done. I'm looking to see who we're putting in. That's what I'm doing here. Brett Myers, Ryan Madsen, Cole Hamels. Let's see who's available. We're going to bring in Ryan Franklin. I think he's a good pitcher, so we're going to bring him in. Ryan Franklin, he's coming in, all right? Now, let's see what kind of day Mr. Franklin's going to have. And that is oh boy. It's a cold day for him. It's a cold day out there. All right, David X team. Let's see what we can do. Cardinals up 6-1, top of 8. 13, it's an out. Line out to center field. Rolling with the out. Juan Encarnacion. Oh, I forgot the bases were loaded, didn't I? Huh. Runner hurt. It helps if you read the whole card. Line out to center. Runner on third scores. Others hold. So I'm going to undo that last one. Here we go. So X-Teen details it. Fly out. Center field. Molina comes home. Safe. And your Cardinals are up 7-1. Juan Encarnacion. Runners in second and third, or first and second now. First and second. One. That is a 1 for a home run or a strikeout. It's not a strikeout, as that is a 4. Well, you can't see it, but it's a 4. And now we roll for the home run, and this is a 1-20. Juan Encarnacion doesn't have any adjustment. So 1-20, it's a home run. Let me guess. It's gone! Holy cow! He's blown it open now. Ouch. That hurt. Ouch. Ouch. And ouch. Ryan Franklin, what are you doing? 4 runs for the Cardinals. Albert Pujols, 31. That's going to be a base hit for Pujols, too. And at this point, they're just going to leave Franklin in there to take his lumps. Jim Edmonds. 51, we're looking at a error on the shortstop. Jimmy Rollins. Error is a 3. 1, 2, 3. It'll be an error. It's a 20. It's an even number, so it's a 6-4-3 double play. Okay. Detail. Ground out. 6, 4, 3, out. Oh, they only need 1 out. That's why it's giving me problems. I'm like, why don't you let me do a double play? Well, you don't need a double play, dummy. Now I realize why. We'll just go, 4-6 on the put off. There you go. I'm like, why can't I get a double play? This is crazy. All right, so that was a good inning if you're a Cardinals fan, and not a good inning if you're a Phillies fan. It is, it's bottom of 8, and Carpenter's not in there anymore, so that should make you happy. You can always come back now. So Carpenter is done. And let's see who we are thinking about putting in here. No. Thompson. Do I have a Thompson? Anyone Thompson or Looper? Braden Looper. Let's bring in the Looper. That's a fun name. Let's say Looper a couple times. He is coming in. The Looper's coming in. So Braden Looper is coming in to face off against Mike Lieberthal. Bottom of 8. 10-1 your score. 32. And hang on a minute. We'll keep the 32, but we got to see what kind of day Brandon Looper's having. 8. He's having a normal day. So a 32 normal is going to be an out. And that, for a right-hander, is a ground out to third. So, and that brings up Franklin, the pitcher's spot. And, then wait a minute. We're not going to pitch. They would definitely be bringing somebody in for the pitcher. Hang on a second. They're down. Yeah. Hang on. Let's see. Let's bring in Shane Victorino. Why not? Shane Victorino. He seems like a pretty nice guy. I'll bring in Shane Victorino against Braden Looper. 2-2. Single plus on a 1-15. And it's a single. And then he's going to try to steal for some reason. I think I would... I'll just give him second base. Is what do they call it? Indifference. Something indifference. Like they don't care if you steal or not because we're gonna win. So, anyways, top of the order. Jimmy Rollins, runner at second. I'll give him his stupid base. That's fine. Jimmy Rollins. And that's a single plus. So we're going to see if the runner comes home from second. He scores. Let's see here. Second to home scores. Okay. So scores on the single. And now Jimmy Rollins actually tries to steal. And we'll give it to him too. Why not? We'll give you a batter indifference or whatever it's called, where they just ignore the fact that you're stealing their bases. And it's Nunez up. It's 10-2. We got a home run check, but Nunez is a -9. First thing first, strikeout 1-3. It's not a 1-3. Now the home run is a -3 and a -9. So between those, you can't get a -12. So that's no home run check. That means it's a fly out to center field. Too bad for you, Bobby Abreu. What's going on, Delta Ray Studios? What's going on, Lower Slower Board Gamer? How are you doing, my friend? It's Looper against Abreu. We're in the bottom of the 8th. And a 54. No! Are you kidding me? What are we doing with these error checks? This is crazy. Men on base. Is it a wild pitch? Is the question. Looper has got a 0 wild pitch rating. So refer to the pitcher's wild pitch rating. If it's an 8, falls within this range, runners advance. It is not, so no wild pitch. And we'll re-pitch that because Braden Looper doesn't throw wild pitches. He throws 42. Outs, that's what we're talking about. Let's see what kind of out it is. It is a ground out to shortstop and 6-3 put out. That's going to do it. We go to the 9th inning. 9th inning, unless we have a huge 9th inning magic. This game is going home in favor of the Cardinals. But first, we need a pitcher. And who is that pitcher going to be, you might ask? And all right, I guess they're going to bring in Madsen. They're going to bring in Ryan Madsen. Why not? What kind of day is Ryan Madsen going to have? Well, he's going to have a better day than me throwing dice. 10, so just a normal, everyday Joe outing. All right. So Madsen in. He'll be facing off against Scott Rowland. Rolling. Here we go. 21. He's out of there. Hey, he's going to pop it up to second base. Rolling out. Taguchi. So Taguchi. 63 is an out. And he is a right-hander. That's a ground ball hit hard down the line to Nunez. Nunez guarding the line, throws him out. And it brings up Yadier Molina, top of 9. 10-2. 12, he's out. And it's a quick 1-2-3 inning. Little grounder back to Madsen. He will flip to Howard over at first. And the Cardinals are just swinging at anything at this point to get this game over with. And now the Looper going to try to close this out for the Cardinals here. The Looper. Can he do it? He's 3 outs away. Chase Utley. 51. We're going to have another error check. Shortstop again. That's Eckstein. And Mr. Eckstein is a 2 error chance. So 1 or 2. It's an error. It's not. It's going to be a 6-3 putout. 1 away. Pat Burleson. 46 ballparking. Rolls an 18. That's going to be a single. That would be stretched into a double into center field. Edmonds can try to throw him out. Edmonds throwing him out. Edmonds center field is a 2. So 1 or 2, he's going to throw him out. He's got him! Oh, jeez. Got to detail this one. So it's a single, and the batter is out on the center to second base. They catch him snoozing. Burleson not paying attention to what he's doing, and he's thrown out as a cannon by Edmonds. Gets him out, and the Phillies are down in their last out. Ryan Howard 42 is an out, and that's going to be your ball game. High pop fly to Edward Encarnacion in right field. And there you go, your Cardinals. Start out the season with the big times 10-2 win. Chris Carpenter 1-0. John Lieber 0-1. Your MVP of this one, Chris Carpenter. Let's finish today. And then you can see if your favorite team is a winner. Arizona over Colorado. Atlanta over Los Angeles. Boston 17-4 over Texas. Whew. Cincinnati 2-1 over Chicago. Detroit 12-5 over Kansas City. Houston 5-3 over Florida. Los Angeles 6-4 over Seattle. The Yankees 5-2 over Oakland. Milwaukee squeaks by Pittsburgh 1-0. San Diego beats San Francisco 7-3. St. Louis takes out Philadelphia 10-2. Tampa Bay beats Baltimore 3-2. And the Mets take care of the Nationals 8-2. The game of the day, play of the day was Damon Hollis for Tampa Bay. And that was also the game of the day voted by you, the fan out there. The game of the day was voted by you. It is Tampa Bay overcame Baltimore 3-2. Top of the ninth, Tampa Bay batting, bases empty, 1 out, game tied. Damon Hollis hits a solo home run and wins it for Tampa Bay. Randy Johnson strikes out 12 Oakland hitters and then New York to a 5-2 victory. Well, let's see. The season starts off. Let's see. St. Louis here. If we look at the schedule. So it's 3 at Philadelphia and then 3 at Chicago. So we got another game against Philadelphia coming up. Actually, we have a day off, and then we go back at it on April 5th. So there you go. There you go. Game 1. Only 161 more to go. If we decide to go with it. I mean, it's it's a thing. It's a commitment. It is a huge commitment. But it could be good. But it's also a big commitment. Big commitment to be, and I put all the Cardinals over there in Philadelphia. What are you guys, a bunch of traitors? What are you doing? All right, so now, there you go. Is it worth the commitment is the question. I don't know. We shall see next time. Thanks so much for watching. Lower Slower Board Gamer, Delta Ray Studios, Sam Modeling, Braun DeBach, Philip Reynolds, Doug Sessions, Phoenix Knight. Everyone that came by to watch, thank you so much. Cardinals win this one 10-2. Start off the season on a winning note. And in real life, they won this game pretty handily too. 13-5. So the outcome that we had was pretty close to what they had in real life. That's what I find strange about this game, Fall Classic. It's like you have this weird just roll 2 dice and a D20 and you have all these weird things happen and yet the outcome happens exactly like it should. Strange. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you all next time.